Alright everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at a two-headed giant game featuring my Karn Silver Golem deck. For the complete deck list, go to puremtgo.com, look up my article series Conquering Commander, you should see it there. This is for Robot Week over there, so check out all the cool artifact-themed stuff going on. Alright, this is, like I think I've said previously, an update to my old school Karn deck. There's no combos or anything crazy like that, but I think it's still fun. This is a two-headed giant game, so let's take a look at my teammate first up. My teammate has the Mimeoplasm, who enjoys raiding people's graveyards for fun and profit. You know, it's a pretty good deck. This guy actually uses sort of a modified version of the Precon, Devour for Power. Devour for Power is probably, for me, in my eyes, the best of the precons that I've played with so far. It's just able to win straight out of the box, period. So check that out. Next up, our first opponent is Erebos, God of the Dead, who's played by my boy Elbanak, who's been a long-time reader of my column. I appreciate it, Elbanak. Good to see you. Erebos is usually mono-black control with some card draw and possible life gain. It's good, so watch out for Erebos. And then his teammate is Rubinia Soulsinger, Bant control. You got to worry about getting your stuff stolen. I don't have a whole lot of creatures in this deck, so Rubinia can sometimes be problematic. All right, let's take a look at my hand. My hand has 2 lands plus Soul Ring and a Lodestone Golem. This is a maybe keep. I don't know. I might want to send that back. I don't remember what I do, honestly. Looking over at my teammate's hand, he's got Lurgoyf, Eternal Witness, and a bunch of land. So that's not bad at all. Let's see here. Yeah, I kept my hand. He draws into Rites of Spring. I've got Blinkmoth Nexus and a Soul Ring. Alright, so I do have Scorched Ruin in the deck. Most of the time, it's actually a really good card. Occasionally, it will get blown up. You just got to take the risk. Other than that, it's just good ramp, you know. Erebos comes out with Leech-Ridden Swamp. Mimeo bounces something and discards a land. I play Lodestone Golem, right? I'm thinking, oh, this is great. This will be some good advantage, you know. Like, turn 2 Lodestone Golem should slow people down, right? You'll see that doesn't work at all. There's Cold Steel Heart. Here's Erebos playing Chrome Mox. Getting rid of Infernal Contract for his own Cold Steel Heart, so it doesn't slow anybody down. Mimeo plays Reliquary Tower. I attack with my Golem, and then I play Staff of Nin to help my card draw. Rampant Growth from Rubinia, and then Simic Growth Chamber. So everybody's just ramping right now, really. There's Scroll Rack, which is an underrated card, or maybe not that underrated. It's actually kind of expensive. The one thing about Staff of Nin, you got to remember to ping people if there's nothing out there. Since he's divining top, Erebos is almost out of cards in his hand. Mimeoplasm plays a land. I go ahead and hit. He's got Ixodron, which is a nice piece of tech. It's just really cool. And Rites of Spring, you can discard your fat in order to bring back, to get lands, and then have stuff to Mimeoplasm. Alright, so I play Everflowing Chalice for 3. And then Druidic Satchel, and then Expedition Map. So I'm glad I have card draw out there, because again, I'm overextending here. Rubinia does nothing. Erebos spins his top. There's Chromatic Lantern, which is interesting in a mono-black deck. This is one of the issues with Scroll Rack, is that if you don't have too many cards in hand, all of a sudden Scroll Rack doesn't do much. So, but he does have top. Essentially, Mimeoplasm keeps drawing land. He plays it. So I attack with Lodestone Golem. They're down to 63. Phyrexian Processor. I love this card. Love it, love it, love it. In a two-headed giant game, I guess I should have talked to my teammate and been like, how much do you want me to do it for? But I just decided to do it for, I think, like 20 or 25. How much did I pay? I paid 25. So, you know, ideally it's only like 1 or 2 or 3 hits with one of these guys. And we can go. And, you know, it's easy to use that much life. Like, in a 1 versus 1 game, I think 15 is probably good. I'm sorry, in a 4-player game where you're just by yourself, 15. So Rubinia plays Mole Drifter to draw some cards. Erebos plays Spinovish Saw to blow up my Phyrexian processor. Oh, boo. Not processor. What is processor? So I only get 1 dude out of it. But it is a 25-25, and that's good. And if I really want to gain the life back, I can sacrifice it to Mirren when Erebos isn't out there. I drew an Arena of the Agents, but that's not going to help anything right now. And I sacrifice Expedition Map to search up Mishra's Workshop to help me with my land. Mana issues. Mimeoplasm Cycle stuff. There's Treasure Find. It just keeps playing land. So I attack with both my dudes. Mole Drifter obviously blocks the big minion guy. There's Karn. If I wanted to, and what I should have done was played Karn first and animated my staff and attacked with that. And then I played Grim Monolith. Let's see what Rubinia does here. Plays a land and Frost Titan. Okay, that's problematic, right? And he taps down my minion. Alright. Erebos comes out. At that point, I did ask my teammate. I'm like, how bad do you really want the life back? Because I would have had to sacrifice the minion right then. But I thought like having the thread out at that point was more valuable. Especially since we're still at 49. Let's see what the Mimeo does. Nothing. Plays another land. I put Mystifying Maze in play with the Druidic Satchel. I attack with the Lodestone Golem. The reason I do that is so that if he blocks with Frost Titan, I can kill it with Staff of Nin. He does not block, however. I play Colossus of Akros. This guy actually turned out to be really good. I enjoyed him tremendously. Rubinia plays Luminate Primordial. No! And uses it to get rid of my minion. Sad times. It doesn't do anything. We don't gain the life because Erebos is out there. Erebos draws a card. Uses the top to draw a card. And then plays Beacon of Unrest targeting Mole Drifter because he wants to draw more cards. Alright. There's no like good creatures in the graveyard, so Mimeoplasm doesn't have any targets really. I go ahead and Monstrosity Colossus. I had enough mana to cast the Colossus and Monstrosity him on the same turn. I just realized that. That's a lot. So now I've got a 20/20 large indestructible dude. There's Mind's Eye to help me out with my draw. I go ahead and attack. He does not block with either, so they're down to 28 now. And I play Mind's Eye. Erebos is digging now. So he's going to use Frost Titan to tap down my Colossus. I draw another card. There's Oblivion Stone, just in case. Rite of Replication. Okay, it's a good thing I drew into Oblivion Stone, because now what he's going to do is tap down all my crap. And a bunch of the Mimeo's stuff too, some lands. So first I use my Satchel. Again, or I get a little Saproling. There's Sorin. Okay, this is a... So they're at 24, we're at 47. He could have used the second ability to knock us down to 10. But instead what he does is he dings us for 2. So I think what he wanted to do was eventually use Sorin's ultimate. Or he just didn't think it was necessary at that point because they had a pretty good board position with all the Frost Titans. So he doesn't use the second ability. And then he spins his scroll rack. Plays Mana Crypt. And that's it. Alright. So I'm drawing more cards with Mind's Eye because I know as eventually... Oh, and then I copy Simic Growth Chamber with my Thespian Stage just to get more mana. Mimeoplasm isn't doing anything right now. Oh, he does, however, give Karn Fear with Shizo, so that Karn can get in for a few more damage here. I've got a bunch of cards in hand now, which I need because I'm about to blow up the world. I play the Oblivion Stone. The good thing about the Oblivion Stone is that Colossus is going to stay out there. Erebos stays out there too. Plus, the Spinovish Saw is going to go back to his hand, but I'm hoping that we're going to have too many problems for him to really worry about. And because there is stuff in the graveyards, I'm going to play Bone Horde, which I didn't need to play right then. I could have waited. Used Shimmermere first. There's Masked Admirers. And then he clones the Colossus to provide a big blocker. And then plays Core Skyfisher and concedes. Okay. They're at 20. I'm not sure he needed to concede at that point, but like he just sort of disappeared, so I'm not sure what exactly his reasoning is. However, Elbanak here stays in and decides to fight the good fight and take on the two of us, using by himself. So, we'll see what he does. First, he duplicates my Colossus. However, instead of getting it removed from the game, I'm going to sacrifice it so that I can bring it back possibly with Scarecrow. Sacrifice it to Mirren, even though I don't gain the life. And the less people means the Bone Horde's smaller. So like even Mortivor's only a 2/2. So I've got a sword. I put the sword on my guy. And I attack. He blocks. That's fine. He uses Thawing Glaciers. And then spins the top. And then plays No Mercy, which can be problematic. Mimeoplasm plays Relic Crush, getting rid of No Mercy and Sensei's Divining Top. He uses the top to draw a card. I flash out Scarecrow and Shimmermere. And Mortivore hits him for 2 or 3. I bring Colossus back. And I attack with both my guys here. And I get Lodestone Golem back, and I put him out there. And I finally use Scorched Ruins. Erebos there is at 11. Plays the top. Now he's just got to dig for an answer. And he finds Withering Wisps, an old school Pestilence version. That's awesome. And that's pretty much game. He's going to kill off a couple of little dudes. I flash out Mimic Fat in response. But it's not going to be enough. So he's at 8. I attack with Lodestone Golem and my Bone Horde, and that's the game. So, yeah, Cool Beans, I appreciate that he tried to stick the game out. It was a fun game. Mimeoplasm came through and helped out in the end, and I got to see Karn go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, thanks.